What's up, guys? Josh Engelman for Awesemo.com, and this is the first NBA DFS ConTENders, my top 10 plays of the day to start the day. We're counting down from 10 to 1, so be sure to hit the like button now, subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell so you know when these videos go live each and every morning. First up at number 10, we have Dejounte Murray. Spurs are in a nice pace-up spot against the Pelicans today. Murray coming in at 5,300 on FanDuel, 5,200 on DraftKings. The minutes are always in flux, but I really like the added possessions for this game. And Murray himself is a highly variant player, one of the larger standard deviations in my model. He looks like a guy that could be a nice value in the mid-tier, unless we pick up a lot of low-end value. Next up at number 9, we have Myles Turner. Another spot where we're getting a pace-up matchup for the Pacers against the Suns, but the major benefit is that they should be without Aaron Baines. Anytime that you can get 28, potentially more minutes against DeAndre Ayton, who's one of the worst defensive centers in basketball, I have to take a look. This is a nice GPP spot for Myles Turner. Coming in at number 8, we have Jayson Tatum. The Celtics have the second highest implied total of the slate, which I think is important on a 12-gamer. His price is stabilized in the mid-7s range on both FanDuel and DraftKings, and I think you'll only need about 50 out of him to reach his target. Tatum's been playing big minutes as of late, although there have been injuries, but I see this as the perfect opportunity to roster a guy playing at a 1.1 fantasy point per minute rate over his last 30 days. At number 7, we have Shabazz Napier. Napier gets a date with the Bulls, whose defense has been below average over their last 15 games, and he's seeing an increased role now that the Timberwolves have shipped Jeff Teague back to Atlanta. I see Napier as the perfect mid-tier option right now without any major value on the slate. Keep a close eye on him. He's much more involved in the offense now that he is running the show at point guard. Coming in at number 6, we have Gordon Hayward. If you're looking at the price tags, you'll notice that we're in the mid-tier again. This is just a testament of the balanced slate that we're seeing to start the day. I mentioned that the Celtics have the second highest implied total when we talked about Jayson Tatum. Possible we'll see another Celtic coming up in a little bit. Hayward hasn't been the best as of late, coming in just under 1 fantasy point per minute, but I see this as a perfect bounce back spot given that total. Coming in at number 5, we have Landry Shamet. Finally, someone that we can pay down for. The Clippers could potentially be without Patrick Beverley, Kawhi Leonard, and Paul George today, so there's plenty of minutes to go around in a pace-up spot against the Atlanta Hawks and their dreadful defense. I see Shamet as the guy that could help you get to some higher salary players. This is where the value is to start the day. Coming in at number 4, we have my final Celtic, Jaylen Brown. I've talked enough about the Celtics and their second highest implied total for the slate, so I do want to mention Jaylen Brown is currently ranked my number 1 small forward on FanDuel. 5,900 is simply too low of a price for him today. Don't mind the $6,700 price tag on DraftKings at all, but FanDuel is where it's at for Jaylen Brown. At number 3, we have Lou Williams, the second Clipper of the day, and quite possibly not the last. As I mentioned before, we could be without Pat Beverley, Kawhi Leonard, and Paul George today. But even if George happens to play, Lou Williams is going to soak up a ton of usage in this scenario, should be the lead ball handler for the team. If those guys are out, I see no reason why he isn't one of the best plays of the day, regardless of what news comes out later. 6,300 on FanDuel is a no-brainer. At number 2, we have Monte Morris. Morris is one of the biggest benefactors of some of the recent injuries for the Nuggets. With Jamal Murray out, Morris played north of 30 minutes in their last game against Minnesota. Now, the shot hasn't been falling, but in a pace-up spot against the Rockets, I'll take my chances on the guy that should be the lead ball handler for the team, or at the very least, sharing those duties with Will Barton. And finally, my number 1 play of the day, Montrezl Harrell. As I've mentioned previously, we know that we could be without Beverley, George, and Kawhi Leonard, and if that's the case, Harrell is going to eat. The Hawks, terrible defensively. Their front court defense, not exactly good. While the minutes have been down lately for Harrell, this is the perfect opportunity for them to pick back up. We know that he is a fantastic pick and roll partner for Lou Williams, so I see this as an amazing spot for a guy whose salary is down a little bit. $5,900 for Montrezl Harrell on FanDuel is comical, but don't stay away on DraftKings. He's still a top 10 play. All right, that is it. Thank you for joining me on the inaugural NBA DFS Contenders. Be sure to hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell so you know when these videos go live. And in the comment section, give me your number one play of the day for Wednesday, January 22nd. Best of luck today, and I'll see you guys in the morning.